One of the most common questions people ask about diabetes is, which diabetes is more dangerous, type 1 or type 2? So in this video, we'll try and answer it. This is a question that many people struggle with. The answer is not simple, as each type of diabetes has its own complications and risks. There are some similarities between the two, however. Please subscribe to our channel, if you haven't already. Get instant notifications of our future videos, by clicking the bell icon. Thank you. Most people with diabetes have at some point been diagnosed with either type 1 or type 2 diabetes, even if they never had symptoms. When you have high blood sugar levels for an extended period of time, you become prone to experiencing life-threatening complications, such as heart disease and strokes. This is due to the fact that people with diabetes can no longer process and eliminate glucose, sugar, from the bloodstream efficiently. Let's try and define them. Type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes could be called autoimmune diabetes, which is found in less than 10% of all diabetics, stats show. Now the body's immune system destroys its own insulin-producing cells, and the pancreatic endocrine beta cells. The patient must inject insulin multiple times a day, or use a special pump that does so all the time, or they die. If insulin is overdosed, the patient is at high risk of dying from hypoglycemia. This is known as low blood sugar. It's estimated that about 5% of all type 1 diabetics die this way. This disease is genetically based. Basically, without the genes, you don't get it. The average life expectancy for a type 1 diabetic is about 20 years less than a non-type 1 diabetic. Diabetes that occurs later in life is type 1, which has much milder symptoms. It is found that in type 1 diabetes, diabetic testicular rash often occurs in men as they age. There are many type 1 and type 2 diabetes symptoms in women, that are the same as those in men. However, you find some symptoms and complications of diabetes, that are unique to women. Type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is a metabolic disorder found in over 90% of all diabetics. The body's cells don't use insulin efficiently. Now we find that as a result, the pancreatic endocrine beta cells produce a lot of extra insulin, which is used to overcome that insulin insensitivity. Over time, as the cellular resistance increases, they can't keep up. So you find that, all the insulin they produce isn't enough. In due course, the beta cells wear out. Now, the excess insulin in the body causes them to die off and become less efficient at producing more insulin. Type 2 diabetes is also genetically based. Type 2 diabetes live, on average, say, about 10 or so years less than non-type 2 diabetes. There are other types of diabetes. Any type of diabetes can cause organ tissue damage, especially vascular tissue, which is found in the circulatory system. Most people with diabetes have at some point been diagnosed with either type 1 or type 2 diabetes, even if they never had symptoms. When you have high blood sugar levels for an extended period of time, you become prone to experiencing life-threatening complications, such as heart disease, strokes, digestive failures, sexual dysfunction and so on. This is due to the fact that people with diabetes can no longer process and eliminate glucose, sugar, from the bloodstream efficiently. All forms of diabetes induce these problems. So which diabetes is more dangerous? Both and all types. They all can kill. As long as you get plenty of rest and eat healthy foods, you shouldn't have any serious health problems. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.